Texas and the Alamo Dome. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Colorado State Rams and the UTSA Roadrunners. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Colorado State head coach told me pregame he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Roadrunners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Card in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. Runs for the tackle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he's dragged down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Complete out left to Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And it's the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Roadrunners are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. There's a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mosley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys will have another peek at this Rams offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Powers through the defender. Flying down the right side. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rams.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
In the red area, it's Coleman. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. It's McCown. Right on target this time. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Henderson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And it's the Roadrunners. Have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Roadrunners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's Mosley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Rides the option, he keeps it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Vick. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
On 3rd down, here's Brown. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He might want another play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Man, I don't always give credit to quarterbacks, but what an unbelievable job, man. Like, not great protection. He sees the blitz, understands he's about to get hit, but still delivers the strike on 3rd down and moves the chains. Unbelievable job by the QB.
On the option. Keeps it on 1st down. Now the pitch. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Mosley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Rams go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the delay, it's Coleman. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's McCown. Makes the grab. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's West. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Henderson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Still looking on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's McCown. Looking left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him in the flat. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Lowers those pads. At the 30. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for space, it's Henderson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's McCown. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And they got it.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants to take the top off. Got it down the field. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. If you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Vereen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Kick is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Henderson. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll run the option. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Rams really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Henderson. Makes him talk to the hand. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Darrell Robinson. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Again, it's Brown. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Rams will have it 1st and 10. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's McCown. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Got his man on the right. Powers through. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the counter. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense might bring the house here. right back to the well. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Peterson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Makes it past the marker. There's a little room there.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.